Hi Scrubs, hope you're well. So I'm back properly now and we're on the test version at the moment. So this is the testing site, this isn't the real horse. So the Piñatas are going to end soon in this, so I'm going to have a look at the Piñatas promo. And this has released a new set of divines, the Plant Kingdom Divine Horses. And I've got one on my account at the minute, which is Liana, which we'll have a look at shortly. We're going to have a look at the contest first. Okay, so up until the 10th of January, click on the piñatas as often as possible, open them, and win the surprise inside. And then how do we open a piñata? Your piñata will open once you've earned a certain number of points. You can earn points by 5 clicks per day and by buying blows on the black market, which is basically just being able to buy it with passes. And then thanks to clicks from your friends, you get 1 point per click from a friend and then by objectives. So the Jackpots is Gypsum at piñata number 17 and Liana at piñata 20. So you can also earn golden horseshoes from the event trophy with the piñatas 1, 7, 13 and 20 and collect at least 2 golden horseshoes to take part in the prize draw, which will take place at the end of the event to try and win the divine horse, Liana. So this is the piñatas. I really like the new piñatas actually. I know we haven't had a look at all of them yet. So we've got community piñata to get a vintage apple. So we've got objectives here, which we'll have a look at. So for the first piñata, which is the Hummingbird, which you get agent points from and a Pandora's box, you have to click on the piñata or donate black market item to I, and you have to also groom a horse. Those are 2 very simple ones. And then we've got Sparrow. You're getting morale for your horses and a classical bridle. You have to stroke a horse and then put a horse to bed. Flycatcher, I love that. It's so elaborate. You're getting a whip and a classical saddle, and you've got to congratulate a player and visit I's page. Those are 2 pretty straightforward ones. Cardinal, you've got Mash and a Water of Youth, and you have to sell exactly 3 mashes via the store and donate 5,000 aquas to I. Then we've got the Parakeets as well, where you have to enter a competition, 45 points for your piñata, and click on Friends Piñata. That's not so bad. And then we've got Cock of the Rock. Wouldn't have expected that name, but fair enough. So if you open the piñata, you will get a classical bridle and a Halo's Ray, and you choose a horse's speciality and give an apple to Divine Horse or a wild horse. Then we've got Ara, like a parrot. Well, it is a parrot. We've got wood, iron, and sand. We've got to train a horse during 3 consecutive hours. This one throws off a lot of people, and it literally just means you have to train a horse for 3 hours in one go. Okay, that's literally all that means. Enter a competition that requires 12% energy. I think I have a video on that as well. The toucan. So we've got agent points, Artemis Arrow, fertility 1. We've got to donate 10,000 aquas to I, and enter in a 3rd position in 3 competitions. So that's basically where you've got to get 3rd place in at least 3 competitions. Ibis, which we've got leather from, a water shock, and Apollo's lair, and you've got to finish last in a competition. And then you have to win 120 aquas with a horse thanks to Pelodious Parchment. So that's basically getting it from, instead of, when your horse has a Pelodious Parchment, instead of producing manure, it produces aquas. So basically just feed your horse a lot and it will do that. And then we've got Bird. Probably haven't said that right, I don't think I have. We're getting puller wraps and an ear bonnet and a western saddle cloth. We have to congratulate a player on their birthday and then spend 1 aging point on a horse that is 15 years old. So you might want to get a horse that's 15 years old if you don't have any of that old. Then we've got a cockatoo, which is giving you fodder, horseshoe studs, Medusa's blood. I love how hilarious that looks. You can earn at least 1,000 aquas in competitions with a horse, and then be congratulated 5 times. Okay, 2 reasonably simple ones. Arakarai, I'm not saying that right. I know how to say that, but I can't think of it right now. So we've got Equus, 500 points for the overall ranking on his S Light and Bolt, and you've got to win 1 Equus in a competition. So you're going to have to look for very low competitions with very, very little aquas for that. And then make a donation to another player. Okay. Shoe bill. And we've got 20 carrots, shower, and a postings and pack. Stroke a horse with flax and liver chestnut coat. And give a horse to I. Okay. 14 is the Caracara, which is giving you fertilizer, a piece of cloud, and an Achilles heel. We've got to fully equip a horse. Okay, here's the first one with 3 objectives, and this one is Piñata 14. So fully equip a horse that has never been fully equipped before. If you don't know what this means, and this has thrown people off before, it literally means that you have to give a horse all of the tack items for the first time. So get a horse that doesn't have any tack and is old enough to put tack on, and put all the tack on it. So the next one is take part in 60 competitions requiring more than 20% energy. That's just going to be tedious, but doable. Remove a Pegasus wing. Ew, horse. Ew, don't do this to us. It's like unicorn horns all over again. Got a hornbill, agent point, tractor, and horn of plenty. You've got to finish training any skill in the horse, accept an item trade, and reach 100 blood with 1 horse. Okay. So, let's see. I'm just thinking actually the easiest way to do the 100 block one, maybe to have a horse that's nearly 100 block already, and then just have it, you just have to finish it for that objective to sort of make it as quick as possible. We've got a golden pheasant. I love his hair and his tiger stripes. He's giving you droppings, hypnos blanket, and a harmony pack. You have to buy a horse for 4,000 equus. You have to donate 50,000 equus to OW, and you have to open a horn of plenty. Right. Harpy eagle, and we've got flax seeds, equus, and then we've got gypsum there. Give a carrot to horse born from Uranus and Gigai parents. That's basically a foundation horse, okay? So that is not a difficult one to do. Like, divine horses have those as parents, Sire, Uranus, and Gigai, so that is not a very difficult one to do. Win 25 competitions, okay. That might be a pain. Stroke a horse that is more than 40 years old. That could equally be a pain. Definitely. You're going to need a horse that's over 40, so yeah, that will be great. Pink flamingo. Okay, we've got mash, points to the ranking, and then we've got a next pack. So give a mash to a horse between 395 and 553 skill points in dressage. Reach an equus reserve ending in 11111, and give a horse a white golden apple coat. Okay, those are reasonably straightforward. Then we've got the Royal Peacock, which is giving you Equus, a Halos Ray, well, an Eyes Halos Ray, and then a Hermes Wing Staff. And you win 2 competitions with a horse born from Uranus and Gigai. So there's a foundation or either a divine you could use for that. Donate, that's a lot of Equus to OW, and then buy a horse for at least a pass. So you're going to need a pass, at least, for that one. And 20 is the Phoenix. Ooh, fancy. And you're getting a little Liana for this one, so you have to remove a unicorn's horn. How am I not surprised? Give birth to twins, have a fertility wand or hair pack on standby for that, and win 1 rosette. So you're going to want either to use a divine to get that rosette, or possibly a skiller. So there's a couple of things that you need to be paying attention if you want to get this. Make these things as easy for yourself as possible. Whenever this promo comes up on the real horse, check what the objectives are and go and get the things that you need in advance, because if you leave it to the end when everybody else has got to that point, then the price of those horses are going to go up. So that is my advice for those. Now, I'm going to go back to the start of the Piñatas. And I'm going to hit the Piñatas. What I do like is that all the Piñatas are different, because I dislike it whenever they just have the same Piñata and they kind of just make colours, on it. Like they just change the colours around. I like that this is actually different birds and real birds. I think that's quite cool, obviously, except maybe the phoenix. Okay, so there's our first one. We've opened that. Get our gifts. Stroke a horse or donate to I suppose we're on the thingy server, so it doesn't really matter if we donate or not. So we'll just donate for that. Put a pony to bed or donate an item to well, as we're on the fake server, okay, I'm just going to skip the ones that are pretty straightforward. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to buy some mace blows. Or can I not buy any mace blows? Maybe I can't. Maybe it's not on offer. Possibly not. It looks like we actually won't be able to go through and do all of these. But there are a couple of videos that I have for the likes of... I'm trying to remember the ones that we had. Some of them were complex ones that kind of throw people off sometimes. Yeah, like training for 3 consecutive hours. Just make sure you take a horse. And I'm going to do it actually if I can train Liana, can I? Training... Or was it rides? Maybe it was rides. Train a horse during 3 consecutive hours. Okay, well for that, you would literally have to do training for 3 hours. So let's have a quick look. We'll also have a quick look at Liliana in a moment. I just need a horse that I can train. Let's look for... That'll do, probably. Hopefully that one's not trained. So for consecutive hours, select at least 3, and then click train. and that will do it for you. It won't actually show up now, obviously, because I'm not on that particular Piñata, so it's not going to work. Entering a competition requires 12% energy. Go look in, it usually would probably be show jumping would be your best bet here, and here you've got 12% energy. And obviously, if your horse is too high in skills, you might not be able to find a 12% energy competition, so I would look for a horse with lower energy. Okay, those are reasonably straightforward. Those are as well. Those are too. I'd say those ones. Win one equus in a competition. You see, for this one, this can be a little bit of a pain as well, but go and look for very, very, very low difficulty competitions and then sort it by the kitty if you can. And here you've got really, really low kitties, and those would be the best ones to enter because you have the most chance of then getting a very small amount of prize money. So go for those ones if you can. If you want to get that one equus in a competition. Okay, those ones are straightforward enough. Okay, so fully equipping a horse that's never been fully equipped before. So this one already has tack on it, so let's just ignore that one. Alright, 3 agent points. Now I just need to find a horse that I don't have any tack on. Okay, this one doesn't. If I wanted to do that one, click a speciality, then all literally I'd want to do is select something from all of these. Oh, I don't think the polar. There we go. Okay, so that would be a horse fully equipped for the first time, and that would validate that. Take part in sexy competitions. That's pretty straightforward. That would be removing a Pegasus wing. The only way you'll be able to remove a Pegasus wing is to go to a Pegasus, and then there will be a button on the page that will allow you to do that while you have that objective open. It won't show up otherwise. So finish your training a skill in any horse. That's pretty, straightforward. This one is basically just going to the item trades and accepting a trade. This one, as I said, try and get a horse reasonably, completed so that when it comes to that one, you can just immediately do it. Okay, buy a horse. That one's straightforward, so is that. And open a Horn of Plenty. So make sure you have a Horn of Plenty for that one. Give a character horse born from Uranus and Kika parents, as I said. Go look for a foundation or a divine horse. They will have those parents. So win 25 competitions. That's just going to be a bit of a pain, but it's doable. Stroke a horse that is more than 40 years old. You're going to need to own a horse that old. That could be a bit of a difficult one. So then for this one, these will be simple enough. You just kind of will have to look for a horse. So if we have if you don't know how to do this, if you don't know if you have any horses like that, let's have a look. I'm going to show you how to search for this. I know that I won't find any, but you could do it here. So we could search like that. Now I don't have any in there. What about divines? I think my divines are probably going to be too high on skills. I may not have any that are suitable for this. We'll have a look at ocean and we'll have a look at mist. No, she's going to be too high. Hold on. Because it needs to be between 395 and 553. What about ocean? No, they're both too high. But if you can buy one with skills in that for dressage, you could do that, or otherwise. Now for this, give a horse a white golden apple coat. I'm going to show you what you do for this, okay? So if you've never done this before, basically what you would do is you would sort it by the colour. So filter. We're filtering it by the colour white. So any of these would validate that. Once you click choose, that would validate that. And then the next one we've got is Royal Peacock, which is, 2 competitions with a horse. Win 2 competitions. So I would go with a foundation or a divine. That's just expensive. As I said, you're going to have to make sure you have at least a pass for that. And then finally, make sure you have a unicorn that you're willing to dehorn. Make sure you have a hero pack or, a fertility one for that. And then make sure you have something that's capable of winning your rosette. So that's basically what that Piñata promo is at the moment. Now we'll go and have a look at Liana here. And I'm just going to board her in an equestrian center. Let's see if we can. We'll go with this one. Okay. Now the reason I have her is because I got her to test to see what she's like. So we're going to have a closer look at her now. So, little Liana is one of the Plant Kingdom horses. She can be watered instead of drinking. This horse skills increase when you give them droppings. The skills increase depending on the amount of droppings the horse is given as well as the season in the game. When she reaches 1,200 skill points, she can be pruned. Her skills will then be reset to 0, but she will give you a Helos Rare. And this mare can't be sold. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the Plant Kingdom horses here. So The horses of the plant kingdom are divine horses. Each represent a type of plant, and their skills increase depending on the droppings you give them in the season. After a certain skill level, you're able to prune them to receive a prize. When you've collected 7 of each different plant kingdom horse, you will receive the final horse in the series, Lotus. The divine horse or the divine plant kingdom horses cannot die, be sold, or appear in rankings. They cannot breed, be customized under the Grand Prix, or be aged manually. They do not count towards the prestige of the question center in which they are boarded, and once a day they can enter competitions open to all horses, as well as competitions for divines, wild and legendary divines horses, provided they have enough energy to do so. So that is the only one that we've got so far, but we're going to have a look here. So we're going to give her, so we can give her 200 droppings. I wonder if it's based on the amount of droppings I have in my inventory. I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's have a look. Stock. Where's the droppings? Oh, I only have 27 droppings. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be connected to that because it's... Well, no, maybe it is because it's only letting me go up. I think it is actually connected. Let's see. Can we buy droppings? I don't think we can buy droppings as far as I remember. No, we didn't. Okay, so basically make sure you have a lot of droppings in stock for this. So we've added some skills to her by doing that. Okay, we need to give her 20, and I'm just going to give her some of that as well. Water, stroke, carrot, okay. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but I think if I had more droppings, I could probably do this a lot faster. It's an interesting concept. I wonder if it'll grow similar to the pasta vine that we're to get. I don't know. It doesn't look like it will, but that is a look basically at the Piñatas and at Liana. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you said lovely day. Bye, guys!